Hey guys, this is Jared Hopkins. As most of you know me as your friend and whatnot. But recently, a lot of people have had a lot of questions about what I've been doing on my most recent note, the smile movement. A lot of you see me on the bridge. A lot of you see me smiling, waving, just making people's day is what I'm trying to do, you know. But a big question about the smile movement is why. And after a little encouragement tonight from some friends, they encouraged me to publish the true story of why. Why am I doing it? Why am I out there? What's the real meaning behind this? Up to this point, I've told most of everybody just because I like to make people smile, this, that, the other. Just because it is enjoyable. I mean, I love it. I have a great time out there when I'm doing it. Me and my friends, we have bonding time. No, but it's a good time. It makes me smile, and I love to smile. But to get this real movement started, I thought, for the sake of the smile movement, I need to share the true story. So here it is. Back in high school, there's this book that really hit me deep, and there's a certain passage in the book. The book's called Chicken Noodle Soup. And I read this passage, I gotta say, 4 or 5 times over until I absolutely knew it. And it affected me really deep for like about, I must have been a sophomore, it's about 4 or 5 years. It's done this. So, here it is. There's this boy, and he was coming home from school off the bus stop in his neighborhood. And he had all of his books from school, and he was walking home, and he dropped them. He dropped all his books, and this kid that was also at his bus stop ran over, helped him, picked all his books up, shot him a smile, and said, "Let me give you a hand." So the kid from the bus stop helped him give him the books, brought him to his house, helped him carry his books to his house, and did a great deed for that day. So time went on, they went through high school, they graduated, life goes on, they see him at the bus stop, so and so. About 10 years later, at a high school reunion, the kid that dropped all the books at the bus stop saw the buddy that picked them up. And he said, "I really want to thank you for the help that day, for the smile and the lending hand." And the kid from the bus stop that had given him a hand kind of was set back by it. That had been so long that he remembered it, and he just really didn't understand it. He said, "Why? Well, what do you mean?" The kid said he had all of his books home with him that day because he was going to commit suicide. He was going to go home and he was going to end his life later that afternoon. And he had chosen to bring his books home with him so his mother would not have to do that later on. And that just really hit me really deep. That a smile from a random person and a lending hand caused this kid to not only not end his life, but to save his life and keep living for years and years. And it was all over a smile and a lending hand. And a little insight on my life, I've lost like too many friends. I mean, I'd say 3 or 4 friends to suicide. And I've lost 2 or 3 friends to overdose. So, I mean, I'm a young kid. I'm only 18. I've experienced a lot for my age, but it's really heavy. Like, to go through all that at this age, like, there's some people I cared about, you know? Like, to lose them over something. And my philosophy on this was, maybe it was a smile. Maybe that's what they needed that day. Maybe it was something to brighten their day. Maybe it's a lending hand. Who knows? But my whole point to this is, if there is somebody that's driving by me that wants to shoot up a school, which is the most common thing lately, or there is somebody that wants to commit suicide that afternoon, or there is somebody that thinks they're ugly and nobody loves them, or there is somebody that just gonna go home and beat their wife. If a smile is what it is that takes them to not do it, I want to be that smiling face. I want to be there to stop who knows what. The best thing about the smile movement is you'll never know what you prevent. But you can just hope and pray that you did prevent something. Because the point of the smile movement is you're out there smiling and your free time and you're just making other people smile. And maybe there was that guy that drove by you that was going to commit suicide that afternoon. Or maybe there was somebody that was going to do something crazy. Or who knows what. But I was out there smiling. I was out there spending my free time, waving, and just doing it, you know? And that's the whole point behind the smile movement. And that's what I really want everybody to understand. That this is not for us. This is not for me. I don't want to become famous. I love for the smile movement to become famous. But my only goal is to help somebody. If somebody's having a rough day, haven't smiled all day, or who knows might end their life that night, if I made them smile, that's all I really wanted. Sorry. But that's really all it's for. It's like, if you can make somebody smile and possibly change their life, you may never know. But that's the whole point of this. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to spend my time. And, you know, I might not never know the consequences of what I've done. I may never know the repercussions. I may never know somebody's life that I may save. I may read it in a chicken noodle soup book one day. But I was out there, and I smiled, and they smiled back, and that's all that matters, and they waved. And I get so much joy out of this whole movement. And I just really would hope that others would try it, join the movement, and experience the feeling that I experienced the past couple of days. Because it's like one of the greatest feelings I've ever felt in my life, to be honest. It's one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life, to be honest. Also, it's just great. Like, the first day I started by myself, and now, like, I have 5 people with me. And it's just a movement. People are coming on, they love it, and every day people are telling me they want to come smile with me, and it just makes my day to go help other people make their day. And I'd love for everybody to help out. If you're in your own city, if you're here, you're there, anywhere, make a sign, says smile at the least, go out there and wave. Tell me you don't feel like the best you've ever felt. Tell me it doesn't change like your day. Like you feel great. And like, I just would love for the smile movement to become what it really can be. A saving grace, a charity, whatever you want to call it. Just, it's a fucking smile. Jeez. I really love some followers and stuff on Instagram. It's at the Smile Movement. The Smile Movement, underscores between each word. Yeah, that's what I meant. Underscores between each word of the Smile Movement. If you end up making your own sign or anything, tag us in it. We'd love to see it. And just tell me you don't make somebody's day by doing it. I mean, it's really hard for me to come out to you guys like this. Like, I'm not really want to show my emotions, but I think it needs to be said, and I think you guys really understand what my whole point to this is now. Because this is a really deep thing to me, and I really would love that everybody understands it, follows it, and just helps me out with this. Because I think this could be a great thing. I really do. So, thank you guys, and don't forget to smile.